Hello everyone, welcome to Big Talk. Many thanks for tuning in and joining us on the program tonight. We'll be diving into the issues of the People's Democratic Party, a current situation where Damagoo, the current acting chairman, have been asked to probably resign from office in terms of following the constitution of the party. That a whole lot of interpretation about the current struggle for the chairmanship, where some have alleged that Damagoo is loyal to the former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, which, according to these some other camps, Damagoo ought to have expelled the former governor of Rivers State. But in a way, and some trees of some development, the PDP governors from has divided so far, because the governor of your state is standing on the grounds that Damagoo must stay. And just very recently, we've seen the governor of Adamawa State also reaffirming his support for Damagoo. All of these are the reactions we are finding so much uneasy with the People's Democratic Party. It looks that the internal crisis in the party is still on. We finding meaning to that issues among the People's Democratic Party. The program, we are considering the fact just some day to go for the DO election. INEC says they are ready and the materials are quite very ready for distribution. They've started distribution in some local government area. The police commission have mobilized their men to Edo State just to begin to track what might be happening within Edo State. They've also seen the confirmation of the political parties. The People's Democratic Party received the chief of, the governor, Governor Obaseki, received the chief of army staff earlier today, also in confirmation about peace, about the confidence on the people of Edo against the Saturday's election. All of this is a development coming in from Benin City, and towards the Edo election, some forces are determining that that election. There are some factors that some persons, some analysts, some politicians have alleged to be what may be shaping this Saturday's election. But we'll be looking at that very closely. We'll be joined by the member of the People's Democratic Party and APC on the program tonight to give us an understanding about the issue in Edo State election. Shortly after this break, we'll be going to the convention tonight on the program. Just stay with us.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society. For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
Many thanks for still stay with us. Just as the campaign begins to wind down in those states, the All Progressive Congress are still up on their game. This time, they are having it somehow tough in those states where the sitting government is of the People's Democratic Party. And there is also the factor of the obedient movement determining the Labour Party. There are some factors that are still very much strong in those states, so we can't really understand where the wave of the elections are going. But we saw earlier today, our political correspondent in those states had a coverage of some of the campaigns in terms of APC, trying to talk to some persons in those states, the people of those states in the wards, the different villages, and some local government area, trying to get and convince some voters for the election. We'll look at that. Let's get Anthony Momodu give us a snippet of what probably looks like.
The communities, people and electorate in Oredo local government area trooped out in their numbers to welcome the man they called the Promise Keeper, Senator Matthew Oroide, as he canvassed for their votes for the upcoming Nguma polls. Meanwhile, the Oredo local government area APC woman leader, Lady Pat Osawaro Oredo Ward 2 expressed confidence in the support for the APC winning the polls.
From Oba Bridge down to Yokoba, he did about 10 bridges for us during his tenure. So whatever he's telling us now, we believe in. He's going to carry the good job out.
Bemolo is going to win the whole of Yokoba. There's no two ways about it. Because what the Yokoba people are saying is that they are close to government, but yet they are not benefiting anything from the government.
You can see how Igwikpe, how they responded to him. Even here, you can even see same response to him. So there is no doubt PDP has no place in these communities.
Senator Orede assured them of the incoming government's action plans to revitalize the education and health sectors and the deliberate repairs of their roads and water needs. Responding to the request, the community leaders, their subjects and party ward officials assured him of their total votes at the polls.
We need changes for governor. You understand? We need, because road not good. Many things they happen. You understand? So now changes now we need.
Support for Senator Monday Okpebholo, support for the APC. All right? Monday Okpebholo and Dennis Idahosa, our governorship ticket is a strong one. And this is my ward. So I just decided to visit the rural communities in my ward.
The provisions of basic amenities for citizenry is one of the constitutional obligations of any sincere government. It is hoped the government across all levels will live up to their constitutional responsibilities. Anthony Momodu reporting from Oredo local government area of Edo State for Global Television News.
There, of course, right there, APC campaign, the DG of the campaign council, making some level very, very intense campaign right there in his home ward, trying to get the people of Edo to elect Senator Monday. And of course, the People's Democratic Party have also been upping their games, and all of that has been a continuation. But let's get to the issue of the chairman just before we get into the conversation tonight. That we've seen your state governor, Adas Makinde, who is saying that Damago has 100% of his support. This is coming amidst the threats to continue the tenure of Damago as the acting chairman. The People's Democratic Party, or your state governor, Seyi Makinde, has declared 100% support to the National Working Committee led by Damago. Makinde also said that in consideration that those that are calling for his suspension, despite the leadership dispute in the party, actually not in any way for the interest of the party. He's urging the PDP members to rally around the party's National Working Committee in order to resolve all the pending issues within the party and to also get a party that will move forward ahead of the 2027 election. This is just the call from the governor of your state, Makinde, in reaction to the state of the party, of the People's Democratic Party. we just have to get almost all what it means for the People's Democratic Party, because it looks that there's a whole lot of pressure on Damagum to vacate office. That those that are saying that are not central ought to occupy that office. All of that is some development, that a lot of reactions on the people. But what does the Constitution say? We'll be getting that understanding very shortly on the program as to the way forward also for the People's Democratic Party. Do stay with us on the program, and once we return from this program, we'll be looking at that issue before that of Edo election. Please stay with us.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight,
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
Many thanks for sister with us. Just as Labour Party ended their campaign yesterday, there of course continue to be some level of participation among other parties. We also saw how the APC ended their own campaign. We had the Vice President, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, the National Chairman of APC. They were all there, were converged at the Benin City in a way of giving support for the APC candidate, Mr. Monday, and also People's Democratic Party also held their own campaign. Atiku Abubakar was there. Some PDP governors were there in a way of supporting the candidate of People's Democratic Party. It is a very tough situation because all of these many party men are calling on INEC and are calling the attention of the security agencies to get the right thing done. But at the end of the day, the people are still saying that the people of Edo determines who becomes their governor. They know better, they know what probably they want, and irrespective of any political party, our Saturday's polls will really determine how much they want ahead of this candidate. Well, let's get to what happened in the Benin City right there as a President Anthony Mamadou got us some reactions of APC chieftain that were right there in the door for the APC grand finale of the campaign. Take a listen.
Vice President Shettima said he sees a brighter future for the state and the determination of the good people of the state, noting that what the state needs is a leader of the people, one who opens his door to the people with compassion. The Vice President stated that the determination of Edo people need a leader like Senator Monday Okpeholo and his deputy Dennis Idahosa, both of whom he described as a perfect pair to govern the state. As the Senate President Godswill Akpabio also praised the Edo people for making their decision to vote the APC to power.
What Edo State needs is a strategic thinker, a builder, a man of the people, a man who can rally the great people of Edo State. Edo needs a man who will open his doors to the people, hear their cries, and lead them with the fear of God. Edo does not need a man who knows it all. Edo needs a man who builds it all for his people.
Cross River State Governor Basi Otu and Senator Adams Oshomole, former governor of Edo State and senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, alleged that the People's Democratic Party-led government of Edo State under Governor Godwin Obaseki of mismanagement of state resources and destruction of historical infrastructures in the state.
Edo is taking a different direction. We heard that you have decided that it is time for you to rejoin the center. Travel around the 192 ward. The message is the same. The foundation of our future has been compromised by Governor Obaseki and his advisor and special co-partner, Ashwin Kodaro. Give us Senator Monday Governor. He's your brother, he's a homeboy. We don't need somebody who doesn't know things about those tables outside just coming. It is very, very true that his formative years, schooling and everything was here. It is only a man who knows the weight of your body that can actually solve it. Because of the division and because of how he has impoverished the state, the entire Edo State and united in poverty to wrestle power from him.
Addressing party faithfuls, the party's national chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Ganduje, hailed the people of the state for their support of the APC and frowned at how the state had been allegedly degraded in the last 8 years, saying it should have had a feature of a modern city. He also welcomed a former member of the PDP and two-time member of the House of Representatives, Engineer Ogbeide Ihama, and others to the APC.
We are overwhelmed because this crowd is intimidating. This crowd is a symbol of victory for our party.
APC governorship candidate Okpeholo assured the people of his agenda for critical sectors like education, health, and agriculture. Earlier, APC woman leader in the state, Betty Benson, said women and voters in the state are confident of the party's sweeping victory at the polls.
Of September is the day of judgment. That day we are going out to vote. And we are going to vote APC. APC.
That was a reaction, the campaign of APC in Edo State. In all of that, where all the political parties are upping their games in a way of course, convincing the people and the voters on who to vote for. In all of that, the people really have in mind who they will vote on Saturday poll. Moving on, we'll be looking at the issues of the People's Democratic Party. We've seen some governors backing Damagum, and other governors are saying Damagum must go in a way of restoring stability in the politics of the People's Democratic Party. Tonight, I'm being joined by Kabiru, a member of People's Democratic Party. Thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, we've seen the recent statement by your governor. He has ignored our former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, is now backing and supporting Damagum. How are you receiving this news?
Yep, I woke up this morning with that news, the governor of Oyo, Seyi Makinde, they insisted that Damagum should stay as the party chairman. But that is very unfortunate, because I think the chairman of the party did more bad than good to the party. So, and for me, for the zoning, it's a time for North Central.
Okay.
I think
to complete the
exactly
chairmanship.
So that's because
is that the ground that you people are standing, or you people feel Damagum is loyal to former governor of Rivers State? That those that will feel that way.
Of course, everybody feel that way because we know, but you can't say he secretly work for the former governor of Rivers, but that's not even the main problem, because I feel like Wike is very unfortunate for him too, like to come on the national news like this to boost that you work against our party, you know, in the last concluded election 2023, and he's still in the party. These are the people who sabotage the party, and that's the people who like did an activity of anti-party to the party, and they're still in the party. And that's the same person that won the structure of all PDP in the rivers. I'm forgetting the governor is there already.
Because the governor is supposed to be the leader of the party.
Indeed, that's the person that single-handedly sabotaged our party in 2020 election. And he worked against our candidate, Atiku Abubakar. So we don't expect someone like you to stay in our party at this time, because it's a healing moment for us.
So the impression they're having is that Damagum cannot heal the process. Is that
I doubt, because he's there for months, I think maybe a year now. I didn't do
he has
like,
not taken action?
Nothing.
So he has set up a committee recently, reconciliatory committee.
Yeah, I saw, I don't think Damagum have done anything to the party. But I would single-handedly say the governor of Bauchi, you know, the chairman of the governors forum, you know, he acknowledged that and he makes some move like disciplinary committee that will go in like, which include the NWC of the party, National Working Committee and BOT of the party, you know, to work very serious, like people who did bad to our party, you know, they should suspend them, and I've seen some of the work they have been doing. But yeah, like they tried their best, like NWC and the BOT, of course, I can't lie.
Because Wike camp in People's Democratic Party feels that Atiku just came on board to become the candidate of the PDP. But we'll come to that issue right after this break. Let's get to go on a break, and once we return from the break, we're looking at that issue. Please stay with us. I want to thank everyone for still staying with us. We are still tracking to know how they can begin to, People's Democratic Party can resolve some of these internal crises they are having. We've seen a whole lot of reactions, and just as I asked earlier, because Wike scam in PDP feels that Atiku just came on board to become the presidential candidate. That rather, Wike was the one who was financing the party, was taking care of the party structure. So Wike cannot just, you know, be treated as any other member of the party. That if we want to go by those who have betrayed the party, that probably former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, they will say that would betray the party.
No, they didn't betray the party. What Wike are trying to do, that's what they did, like the Atiku did in 2015, you know. It's about zoning. Like, the president that time, like former Governor Goodluck Jonathan, you know, have neglected the battle like, about the zoning. So that's main reason, like many of the people, like prominent people in the party, left for APC, you know. So I don't know why he's still insisting, you know, that Damagum should stay too, you know, because that's zoning issue. And for the fact, you know, was it Atiku Abubakar, like, it was the people, like the four founders of like the party. You can take a look.
But he left the party at some point.
He left, but like everybody can change party, like even people right now who are in APs, they were in PDP before. So it's not about an issue or anything, and he contributed a lot to the party too, you know. And many of his mandates have been neglected, like 2 times, 2019 and 2023. And that same person that say founded the party, it's not about founding the party. Because even the structure in Rivers is now crying over, you know, like a, you know, which is very unfortunate. It is no okay. Yeah.
All right. Do you feel that probably with the way to go, that Atiku still have capacity in People's Democratic Party? Because there are those that probably are saying that it looks that we do not want Atiku to be back again in the interaction of 2027. Probably Atiku divided us in 2023 elections and all of that. He didn't know how to manage the situation, because these are the issues that are raising. That as at the time they were saying Ayo should not be the chairman of the party, because if they had the candidate of the PDP from the north, probably the chairmanship of the party ought to go to the south. So these were the considerations that led to the splitting of Benue State and all of that.
Those people who say that, they are the biggest beneficiary of this government that we are, like the APC government that we are. Like, these are the people who just work for their own interests, not for the party interest or like the nation interest. They just work for money. There are these people who boost like in the national television saying that they work for the APC and they are benefiting, like you can see. So it's not something like anything. Yeah.
All right. In a way to get Damagum out, where is the chairmanship supposed to go to? What is your projection of about where the chairmanship is supposed to go to right now? I
don't know, but like I feel like they say uncompleted tenure of Ayu should be finished first. Then we will see, because 2023 is fast approaching. So we will see what we can do about the zoning and everything.
It still happens that Damagum is still having support of some members of the party. How do you feel that this move can be easy? We understand that some governors are backing, Damagum. We have also seen that some governors are working against Damagum and all of that. It's a big concern and issue, because that those will tell you, allow us to go to the next convention. Don't you feel that Damagum should be in the office till the next convention of the party?
Well, I feel like many people who insisted of like Damagum to stay as the party chairman are just working for the FCT minister.
Okay, these are people from Wicked Scam.
Yes, this is his ambition, like for that presidency. He wants to become the flag bearer of our party, like comes 2023. 2027, yeah.
You feel that he work against his employer? I'm talking about the president, Tinubu, because he's working under President Tinubu.
That's a person, you can't trust someone, that's a person, even the president, I'm going to tell him, like, that's the person who betrayed his party, who made him everything. Like, he was two-time governor, he was a local government chairman and everything. And he was also a minister of education during the Jonathan tenure. So they should be careful that he is already making the move, like, to work, to contest against his own president. And it's a pity for our governor of our state, like, to come and also say Damagum should stay at the national party. It's just funny, but I think 2027, that's the year. So time shall tell.
Are you not afraid that Wike has gone to Adamawa State? Because we saw where he was threatening some governors, I'll put fire in your state if you are trying to interfere in what is happening in Rivers State. Now that he has gotten, because the handwriting will be that if Atiku is saying the other way, the governor ought to probably be standing with Atiku, but it looks that the governor is on this other side, while Atiku Abubakar is on this other side.
He should worry about his state first. The fire they are putting in, Governor Fubara is putting is okay for him too.
Governor Wike shouldn't come to Adamawa's politics.
If he wants, he can, but like, he let him finish his own, like, in Rivers currently, because I had the Bala Muhammad have even replied him what he said, about putting fire in other states, It's just funny. He just feel like he's a little god or something. But we will see. 2023, like 2027, time shall tell. Like, everybody who think he have done bad to the party shouldn't even expect like anything. And I want to make it so clear, the party should be very serious. Like, they should see who will they feel like as a 2023 and 2027 presidential candidate. Because I know automatically, like, all the people like in the country right now, they wish PDP to be back, at government,
So you feel things were better during PDP?
Yes, things were indeed. I don't have to even say, by yourself too.
No, there are those that will tell you it's the global change, that the market have changed globally. It's not just...
It's not about globally,
and all of that. So People's Democratic Party, probably there were a lot of corruption and all of that there. Now those that will tell you, we probably may not want that days again. So are you saying, blaming the hardship on that?
Of course.
I think we could have done better.
Indeed, he have done better. Like he would have been better, like if he was the president right now. You know, he will have made things differently, because the president is so funny. Like the day on his inauguration, he just said subsidy is just gone. He have no plan after that, and since that time, like nothing again. Like we didn't hear from him again. So, and it's almost a year plus is going, and he have lost many of his supporters down in the north, like top politicians too, like because he didn't work with them, and you know, you just time you see like the move that we are making down here in the north. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Adamawa's politics a bit, because we saw what happened in the 2023 election. It looks that they had two governors at the end of the election, but I mean, INEC had to come out and clear the air and who is the governor. And now, following her part, Venturi now saying this other thing and the article is on the other side. Do you feel that is a betrayal on the part of
it is indeed a betrayal. It's a betrayal. This is the same Atiku, you know, I think even the picture is even going around viral right now. He single-handedly ran to Atiku during the election.
So Atiku didn't want to support him?
No, like he's coming to Atiku to beg for mercy, like for support, because what the AP is trying to do in the state, like they try by any means like to make Binani as the governor, but like on his own he can't even do it, but like Atiku make sure he impact like some settled people, you know, he have even make the noise very loud like to the people, like that's what they come Adama, the APs want to do so that they will do. And he have convert, you know, support for him. You understand? He's even in his own like state, like his own local government in Nigeria, like he makes sure the governor was delivered. Like many places like he campaigned for him, you know, massively. But you didn't expect something like this to come like from him. No problem.
He's also warming up for his success. I mean, another successor for 2026.
But like, this is on.
He has completed his 8
years. So, we know why he's vying right now in his vice presidential office, because all his thought
in PDP.
In PDP.
Okay, so he doesn't want Atiku to recontest again.
He doesn't. Since from day one, like he's not a fan of Atiku. You know, I just keep pushing him. You know, but time, you know, our principal. We'll know what we'll do, you know, gradually with all this set of people, and we'll teach everybody a lesson by that time.
So if he has a succession plan, don't you feel that it's going to be a tough job for Atiku to also have a candidate in Adamawa State?
Quite right now, I can't say, but I don't know who will bring out his own candidate. Because we all know how Adamawa politics works. So his own problem, that's why he's just fastened. He can't even bring a successor that will come out from where he stopped, you know. So he have to vie for another thing. So
okay, he's not interested about bringing a successor?
Indeed. You know, so they are telling him they will give him advice, because it's not even just now, like he won that ambition or something. Seen even in the past election, he didn't even work like for Atiku. You all know he worked against Atiku, but yeah.
All right, everyone, we'll just have to go on a very quick break right away. And once we return from that quick break, I'll be looking at the conclusions on the resolving the crisis in the People's Democratic Party. You'll stay with us on the program. We'll be right back.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
Many thanks, everyone, for still staying with us. Just before we get to thought with some persons in Edo State ahead of the election, there are more war for the People's Democratic Party, even in Adamawa State, where it looks that Fintiri, the governor, is insisting on keeping the powers in Adamawa. On the other hand, we've also seen Atiku Abubakar also getting on top of the situation. And all of this is an interaction people are having about probably how the way forward might be in Adamawa State politics, and also underscoring the fact that Fintiri has also come out today to back Damagun, the acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party. I want to get your concern about that, because it looks that there may be a move towards his succession plan. This recent move may spark controversy in Adamawa politics. To understand how the people of Adamawa takes Atiku to be making this move at this critical time. How do you feel that the succession plan he probably may come up with may look like in Adamawa State?
Our party, comes 2027, we will feel someone who is very young, vibrant, and someone who comes from the central, because Adamawa have never produced a governor like from central, and we have been backing everyone alone. We've been supporting everyone. So I think it's our time right now to bring someone from the central, and of course the party should be young, very young, vibrant, very educative and sound, and that person who also single-handedly invests in Adamawa. All of his investment are made in Adamawa. So we are talking about deal right now.
Do you feel this governor is not performing so well?
Maybe sometime I will host you to Adamawa to come and see maybe if he's performing or not, because I was there, I think, some weeks ago. I didn't see anything there. So yeah, I think. So
about the zoning, that those I'll tell you, PDP has so much respect zoning system in some of their positions. How would this materialize? Because underscoring the fact that probably we will tell you North Central have not probably had a governor before in Adamawa State, and the fact that even the governor may make a move to also consider someone from the North Central. I don't think it might become a more tedious work. I understand that he's still in charge of the party structure. He's not the leader of the party in Adamawa politics.
Maybe.
So maybe.
Maybe. I don't know if he's in charge or not. But we will see with time who is in charge. Yeah.
The chairman of the party is in which side?
From the central.
He's from the North Central.
Yes.
Is he still standing with the governor? He's standing with the former vice president?
I won't say about that. I don't know, like their personal relationship.
Well, that's our internal politics concern about that. But in a way, we are more bothered about how all of this can be resolved, because looking at the People's Democratic Party, they are dividing day by day. And those that will tell you that the house that cannot, if they cannot put their house together, there is no how they can come out to Nigeria, to lead. This also question, the character of the Vice President, Atiku Abubakar. How can he be able to put the house together? Is also raising a whole lot of concern on that. Do you feel that the factors probably there are factors in external forces that are undermining, the unity of the party? What's the projection about that?
Atiku has always been a unifier. That's why we call him the unifier. He always tries his best to unite the party and unite the people also. But like there are some certain people who are there just to destroy the party, for their own selfish interest. And also the outcome, of Edo election will determine the fate for APC and PDP, comes 2027, And for PDP winning the poll on Saturday, that's the beginning of wisdom, like for the APC. Yeah, and we will emerge victorious, inshallah.
How was the campaign? You went to Benin very precisely. We see that it's becoming very tough for Obaseki, and the fact that there are consideration about how the turnout of the election may be. APC are strong, Labour Party is still coming out very strong, and people will tell you that probably PDP might not be able to succeed in this election.
No,
what did you see on ground? Were the people happy about the developments right there under Obaseki? Because these are the indices that may determine the election and people voting their candidates.
What I saw like on Saturday, on 14th, in Edo, that's what make me feel like PDP will even win, because the massive, like the momentum, like turnout on the campaign final, and everywhere, like every single place in Benin, like in Ido, they have just been endorsing, the candidate of the party, and APC tried their best, to bring someone who is uneducative, to. That's what they do. Like,
I mean, it doesn't test capacity. Is not about speaking English and all of that. That he has been a senator,
like,
is a community leader.
That's the senator. Like, he's maybe his first time or second time, but like I'm not even aware of him. I've never even heard his name anyway. Senator Monday. Just this elephant that I've get to know him.
But like before he won the ticket of the party, probably he had what to offer. Before the
he have nothing to offer. Like, I haven't seen anything that he done to his own constituency that he's representing in the red chamber. So we have to see what's on ground. What will he do? And Labour Party, I won't even talk about them. These are the people we are saying just to divide vote. All the chances that PDP may have, they will just take away with it. And that's what they did in this 2023 too.
So you feel that Labour Party took PDP's vote?
Indeed, they are just there to just split the vote, And
do you see the possibility?
Akpata is few months ago he was in the APC, so he just came and they give him the party ticket to just run, just where's the chances of? We know the undisclosed missing they've been having in Abuja here. So yeah, and comes Saturday.
The people of Edo would really have to determine.
Yes, they will determine, and I will tell you, PDP will win there. Massively.
Well, we are still keeping our eyes very close there. I mean, you just made mention of 2023 and the forces Labour Party had, the effect he had on the election, because we saw that Mr. Peter Obi was once a vice presidential candidate with Atiku Abubakar. So that those will tell you, do you see the possibility of Atiku, because we've seen some meetings and all of that, Peter Obi meeting with the former vice president. Do you see the possibility of that measure?
I pray for that to happen, because all the opposition need to reunite, and come again, How we will see, like, to give this government aside, we should, like, just dethrone them from that power, because Tinubu is really an emperor of his own. So all the parties, have to come together to fight him single-handedly. Yeah.
But he probably before 4 years things get more better in the country. Do you feel that they will still have a chance?
You see, that's the reason that we are in opposition. Like, we see, is the situation going good? Like, is it the current situation going? If everything is going perfectly, we wouldn't be there. Like, we wouldn't be there, like, to contest or anything. Like, so yeah,
it's about fixing the situation.
Yes, it's about fixing, and we haven't seen anything. Yeah.
All right, let's get to connect with a Zoom guest. Who, of course, we're trying to get reactions ahead of the Edo elections. What probably is playing out right there. Of course, we're trying to get is a member of ABC. Thanks so much for joining us on the program. All right, a very big breaking transmission. Just before we continue on that conversation, let's go on the break, and once we return from the break, the conversation continues. Just stay with us.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society. For an
Many thanks everyone for still staying with us. Of course, the role of opposition cannot be overemphasized due to the importance they have in democracy. There have also been current crises in Labour Party that is drawing people's attention. Bure is insisting that he is still the chairman of Labour Party, while INEC has also issued a statement that they do not recognize the Abure-led administration of the Labour Party. Is still a very strong party, issues and affairs. I was still tracking to know what probably maybe the resolving end of that issue. And of course, we're going to the fact that they have also fingered the Abia State governor Abure in his words said they are coming through the back door to take over the structure of the party. That's where Abure says Peter Obi and of course the governor Alex Otti are trying to come through the back door to hijack the structure of the party. That these were the people who came to them in 2023 and begged for a ticket, and now they are fighting us. That's the cry of Abure Julius, who is reacting on the state of the Labour Party. But tonight, we're trying to find balance on the internal wrangling within the People's Democratic Party, and Kabiru is still here with us. As we begin to wrap up, the projection of 2027 is still very strong. That those, I will tell you, we might not want Atiku to be back again in the party structure. We tried him in 2019, we tried him in 2023. So we probably should allow the other persons in the party to lead. Do you feel that the struggle within the party is just all about 2027 politics?
Yeah, like, these are the people who have been sponsored, to determine the fate of PDP, comes 2027. So they have already started their own work operation, but like we are just looking at them. We know what they are doing, and we are on doing our own calculation. But what we even tell them, only is time shall tell. We are ready too for 2027. Very ready.
Do you feel that PDP still have a chances? Because
of course,
going for the fact that there are strong forces of Labour Party, we've seen other parties coming up. We might not even know another party that may come in 2027. And those will tell you, how sure are we about People's Democratic Party, that People's Democratic Party are done for?
I want to assure you, whoever wins the party ticket will automatically win the election. But there is only one man who if he becomes the flag bearer of the party, will automatically win the election and also the presidency.
Is that Atiku?
It is.
Do you feel he still have the capacity?
He have the capacity as always.
That Nigerians will feel that he's so much desperate to become president.
It's not about desperate. He's worried about the people. He's worried about the nation. It's not about desperate. It's not about desperate. He have his own manifestos that if you can see like all around, you have plans for the future. And some of his plans, the opposition parties sometimes uses it. Yes.
So, in a way, if Wike happens to be back on the res in PDP, are you not bothered that it may not go down well with the camp?
No, like, one thing you used to forget, like, we beat Wike home and away, when he was the governor in Port Harcourt about the primaries. We won there. We came Abuja here. He insisted we should come to Abuja back here. We still to win him. He's a sole loser, Wike. So we are ready for him to.
So Wike did not back Atiku during the 2019 primaries.
He backed Tambol, and comes 2023, he's back himself to become the party candidate. But unfortunately, he lost because he don't know the games. Politics is not about arrogancy. It's about calculation. And ideas and how can you make things work. That's it.
Honorable Kabiru, we do not have a whole lot of time to really dive into that issue. But just as events continue to unfold itself, we'll continue to track some of these development within the party. Thanks so much for joining us on Big Talk tonight on the program. Thanks so much. Of course, everyone, that's where we'll wrap it up on the program tonight. We'll try to get more reactions as to the election just very subsequently on tomorrow's edition of the program. We'll look at the issues, some of the issues politically. We've also seen some development by the president. President said, I will not be going for the United Nations on tonight meeting, probably delegating the vice president for that according to the president, I want to be back home to fix the domestic challenges of the country in a way of getting Nigeria working again. All of that are probably the reactions of the presidency in terms of the current economic situation in the country. My name is Edikan Mike. Many thanks for joining us and stay with us on the program Big Talk. May Nigeria succeed.